The DA is pushing ahead with plans to unseat the governing party. The ANC has been governing since the dawn of democracy. The official opposition says, for the first time since 1994, the ANC is vulnerable. The DA says it will do all it can to unseat the ANC at next year's elections.
And that is why we must do everything in our power to forge a strong and lasting pact against the ANC and EFF.
At its elective congress 2 weeks ago, the DA outlined that it will use its Moonshot pact to work together with other political parties to make history. It says the ANC might find itself dipping below 50%. Steenhuisen says 5 political parties have heeded DA's call to form a pact for the upcoming elections.
The following 6 party leaders have thus far agreed to attend the National Convention for the Moonshot Pact. Mr. Velenkosini Shlabisa from the Inkatha Freedom Party. Mr. Herman Mashaba from Action South Africa. Mr. Ahmed Sheikh Imam from the National Freedom Party. Dr. Peter Groenewald from the Freedom Front Plus. Mr. Neil de Beer from the United Independent Movement. And of course, myself representing the Democratic Alliance.
The party also announced that 3 organizations have rejected its invitation, while others say they are still applying their minds.
In addition to parties that have already agreed, Mr. Musi Maimane from Build One South Africa and Mr. Songezo Zibi from Rise Mzansi have suggested that they are still considering their responses. Leaders from the African Independent Congress, African Transformation Movement, Abantu Batho Congress, Pan-African Congress, and Minority Front are yet to respond. And I want to make it clear that this door remains wide open for all of them to take their rightful place around the negotiating table. I'm hopeful that they will soon join the rest of us, because we can never shut the door on South Africa. Unfortunately, however, I must report that the following 3 party leaders have rejected the plea for cooperation. Reverend Kenneth Meshwe from the African Christian Democratic Party, General Bantu Holomisa from the United Democratic Movement, and Mr. Bongani Boloyi from Chiluva.
Steenhuisen has raised concerns about the possible pact between the ANC and the EFF. He argues that this is motivated by the ANC to hold on to power by any means necessary. He says if that happens, it will be doomsday for South Africans.
In their desperation to hang on to power, the ANC has now confirmed that it plans to sell out to a coalition that will ultimately dance to the EFF's tune. Make no mistake, this will seal our country's doom.
DA leader says his party is open to working with every organization, including those not represented in parliament, but has ruled out working with those aligned with the ANC and the EFF. SABC News, Johannesburg.